Is this about my debt?
Luger, good news! You're free to travel to Sapstrap's Sea Haven.
Also, I'm a dimension destroyer. I got a trophy, so that means I am. And I didn't even make a payment on my debt, so why can I suddenly go to Sapstrath? Oh no, wait, didn't I beat like 2 monsters in a row and make a payment on my debt before they said I had to make another payment? Maybe that's why. I don't know.
The payments keep rolling in, and everyone admires a man who pays his debts.
Oh, right! That's one step closer to Canaan.
Whoa, Al seems unusually fired up.
There's nothing unusual about it. Maybe you've grown so old, so you've forgotten what it's like to be excited.
Oh, burn!
Maybe you're right. I need to rediscover my passion. Ahem. Congratulations! You're cleared for Sapstrap Sea Haven! Woo!
Elle, why did you egg her on?
Go get him! You can do it! Roar!
I'm just pressing X now.
Okay, that's just weird.
Me and Elle are actually on the same page for once.
When things get tough, you know I'll be there to help. After all, it's one of my duties as your partner. You know, Mila, you have really big knockers.
What? Where did you learn that? I swear, kids are such a hassle.
Marketing plan, section 1. How to exploit the natural greed of Olympians during negotiations. Wait, you heard that? This is a highly classified document. Don't go leaking our strategies to anyone else now, you hear?
What Alvin just said was funny too, but before that. Elle, that was great. And that just shows that this Mila is apparently quite different. I knew she would be different, but she's apparently quite different from our Mila, because the Mila of the Prime Dimension probably would have just been like, yeah, I made my body like this to distract males during battle, and it works.
A world with no schism. And when humans use Spyrex, spirits don't die.
That's because Mila left us a whole bunch of mana.
Of course, we still have plenty of problems.
But it's a whole lot better than being at war.
Are you sure about that? What guarantee do you have that this world will be better off than it was with the schism?
Well...
She has a point. There's no guarantee. I'm surprised to hear that coming from Maxwell. I wish I had an option that said, like, this way the Olympians aren't dying out and the Rizamaxians aren't enslaved. Because, I mean, I don't see how this world could be worse, honestly. Even if it's only for a short while that it's better, I don't see how it could get worse. I'm surprised to hear that coming from Maxwell. She has a point. There's no guarantee. I don't like the point that she's making, and I'm also not a big fan of this Mila because she got me really hyped that the real Mila was back, but then it's not the Mila I wanted, so I'm kind of disposed more towards not liking this Mila as much, so I'm going to go for the one that's more against her. I'm surprised to hear that coming from Maxwell.
Well, you shouldn't be. At least not from someone who never even considered this as a possibility.
Mila, there are no guarantees in this world or in any other world. That just means we have to work all the harder to ensure that things work out the way we hope.
Do what must be done?
That's what I've been taught.
Well, isn't this world's Lord Maxwell just an inspiration to everyone?
Yes. Yes, she is.
La 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 la, I'm going to Canaan, I'm going to Canaan.
Well, aren't we in a good mood for no reason?
Why you gotta be such a downer, fake Mila? Come on.
Bzz, wrong, I have plenty of reasons.
So what are they then?
Sorry, that's on a need-to-know basis. Isn't that right, Luger?
What's going on? Did something happen?
Sorry, that's on a need-to-know basis. I'd promised her that I'd take her to Canaan.
Suit yourselves. As if I really care anyway.
Then why did you ask?
Talk about an annoying duo.
She figured out we're a duo.
Is that your little secret?
No, and strictly speaking, we're partners.
Well, now I know that secret too, don't I?
Hey, you tricked me, you meanie. This is why you can't get a partner.
Who asked you? I'd rather be alone anyway.
The Great Fat One can be your partner. His amazingness can mix well with your brattiness at the moment.
I don't need your pity.
All the cat did was meow.
What are you laughing about?
Ow!
You two really are annoying. Tipo sure is made of strange material.
What are you doing?
It's soft to the touch, but what exactly is it?
Don't look at that part!
Hey, cut that out! Tipo has certain secrets he wants to protect.
What kind of secrets?
You know, various kinds.
It wouldn't kill you to tell me some of them, you know.
Listen, Mila, Tipo is shy about his body.
The contents of half my body are highly classified. If it were to get out, we'd all be doomed.
You don't really understand him yourself, do you?
No one can understand Tipo. We don't know how many things he's eaten. He's probably got the Eiffel Tower in his stomach right now.
That's not true.
If you're so nosy, then why don't you tell us all what you're made of?
Me? I'm made of kindness and rainbows. Oh, come on. Nothing? Not even a smile?
I laughed, if that makes you feel better.
Now this is just embarrassing. Thanks for nothing.
Oh my goodness, how many more skits am I gonna get?
This trip has been totally devoid of any romance.
You know what? She's right. It has. We need to get the original Mila back to fix that. Rollo also has the light blue eyes. He could be a descendant of Kresnik. It's totally Rollo. Rollo is the true descendant of Kresnik. He'll get the lance and destroy us all.
Oh, Lady Elise has reached an age where she suddenly cares about such things.
Shut up, Alvin. You don't need to join in.
Go easy on him. Alvin has reached an age where he's suddenly desperate to fit in with us younger types.
It's only natural when you get older.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe they're right.
What? I'm still young and spry.
No one who is still young and spry says, I'm still young and spry. I just made myself seem older too, but whatever.
Luger, say something to the insolent womenfolk.
You're middle-aged, Alvin. Just accept it. Something. I'm saying something.
That joke's older than Rowen, you know. Maybe you're the one who's pushing middle age. Ah, Rollo. Only you and I understand the pain of male adulthood.
This is what made Xillia 1 one of the best games ever for me, was the skits. And these past couple of skits, it's just bringing back the greatness of one of the greatest things of Xillia. It's funny, good character interactions, love it. Just love it. Alright, well, I don't know where we're supposed to go for a plot right now. Where's the star currently at? Oh, I gotta make another payment. I thought I could already go to Sapstrath, isn't that what? Mila's joined your party once again. Her extractor has been unequipped since last time, so be sure to equip one. Okay. Stop losing your stupid whatchamacallit. It's still equipped. What are you on about? I already re-equipped it. Stupid game. Mila, you're being replaced with Elise. I apologize, and I'm going to play as Jude for the time being. I can't switch my leader from Luger. That's fine. Are there any side quests? There is in Marksburg, so we're gonna go there. So let's go to Marksburg, and then we're gonna make a payment on our debt by fighting some mini bosses or doing other stuff. I don't know. We will do something to make a payment on our debt. Straight out this way. I wonder who it is. Are we gonna get...
That's a nice breeze. I could stand here all day.
Alright, so I know that there is more than one chapter for each character. I'm positive of that. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called Chapter 1 and all. And also, when I looked up how many chapters there were, I was told I think there's 4 for each. So, it could be a repeat. We haven't done Rowen yet. Fake Mila probably has her own side story, so we haven't done her. I don't think Ellen Luger do. It's probably Rowen. It's Rowen, I called it, yes! Rowen and Marcia. Marcia. That wasn't the name of Noctigal's sister, was it?
Luger, do you know why Marksburg was built?
I know it's a new city, one built in the last year. The city was built to connect the two nations. Probably R1.
Correct. Although it was meant to do more than just physically link the two nations. This city serves as a figurative bridge as well, linking cultures and ideologies. You could say that Marksburg is the beginning of a new era of international relations.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Just some recent history.
Can I join in? I don't want to mess up the next pop quiz.
Of course you can, Elise. You're my star pupil after all.
Are you her teacher, Rowen? This takes me back to when I was a student. Obviously, he's her teacher. R1.
All the way back to when, precisely? A few weeks ago?
Rowen is always quizzing us to make sure we don't fall behind in school. What's our next quiz question, Mr. Ilbert?
I bet it's about recent Olympia's history.
Fine, then. Here's your question. Who uttered the famous quote that begins with, "May joys from afar beget joys close to the hearth"? It's a saying that has made a deep impression on me.
DODA here. We've detected a new fractured dimension. The rift is in Marksburg. Please check the coordinates.
More work, perhaps?
Can you handle this yourself?
The relationship between the nations would be the least of our concerns if we ignored the fractured dimensions.
I couldn't study anymore either.
Very well then. Luga, we will be accompanying you.
We'll show him what Rhizamaxians are made of. Hey, how'd you like it if I tugged your head?
It doesn't hurt. You're just her talking dummy.
I am not a dummy, dummy.
Elle is back to being a little douche for some reason. She was being cool and somewhat funny a little bit ago. Now she's being a douche again. Also, apparently, Rowen's story involves going into a fractured dimension, which is head to the fractured dimension and find the catalyst. How do I get into the fractured dimension? How do I? Whoa. Do I do it with R3? Ah, yeah, I do. I forgot. Fractured dimension. Point of entry, Marksburg. Yeah. The following members will dive into the fractured dimension. Jude at will, Luger, Elise, and Rowen required. Sweet! So I get Elise and Jude. Perfect.
The first order of business is tracking down the divergence catalyst.
Let's go.
I still want to know who Marcia is. I don't think that was the name of Noctigal's sister. I think it was something else.
You're a shoo-in to win the election, Chancellor Marcia.
No, actually, that must be Marcia, and I think that may be Noctigal's sister. I could be wrong. If you don't know who Noctigal's sister is, Noctigal was the previous king of Fenmont of the, what was it called? Azul. That was, Gaius was king of Azul in the first game, and then Fenmont was the place where, it was Roshigal. He was the king of Roshigal, and the capital was Fenmont. And Noctigal's sister, Noctigal was a good friend of Rowen during a war, and then his sister, who I guess her name was Marcia, unless I've got them mixed up. His sister was engaged to Rowen, and then she got sent to Olympias and lost her memories in the war. Rowen and married someone else, and that's basically what happened. And then Rowen met her in Olympias, and you know she was already married, couldn't remember him or anything like that, so he just let her go. And I think that's it. Is there anything else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, Noctigal died, of course, but yeah, whatever. Go watch Xillia. Go watch my playthrough of Xillia, or go play Xillia yourself, or watch someone else's playthrough. I don't mind. Just to figure out. I don't know why you would be watching Xillia 2 if you haven't seen Xillia 1. I never understood that, but that may just be me. If you want to watch Xillia 2, who am I to tell you otherwise? On with the chapter.
You got our votes.
Thank you.
Hey, I recognize her.
Chancellor Marcia of Olympias.
Hey, it's not every day you get to see a chancellor.
She seems to be a politician in this dimension as well.
Okay, never mind. It's definitely not Noctigal's sister. I can tell by the way they're talking about her. So I was wrong. What was Noctigal's sister's name? I can't remember for the life of me. I just immediately assumed that Marcia was her because, one, I couldn't remember the name, and two, you know, Rowen, the only woman that isn't one of the main characters that Rowen ever had any interaction with in Xillia that I can, in the first Xillia that I can remember, was Noctical's sister. So that was just my assumption, but I mean, whatever.
It's an honor to meet you, Chancellor. Please, I insist you accept these Olympian treats.
Those are poisoned or something else of the sort.
I am most grateful for the sentiment, but I'm afraid I can't.
Oh, I insist, Chancellor. Nothing like some good food to keep your mind sharp. Let's show those Maxians what we're made of.
Hear, hear! It's time to let them know who's really on top!
I guess I can understand their feelings. Old-fashioned mob ignorance. L1.
Don't tell me you agree with them, Luger.
Dang it, I picked the wrong one. I didn't want to say mob ignorance. That sounded like a douchey thing to say.
Olympias must be more desperate for resources than I had thought. I wonder how she will handle this.
In that case, you would honor me by enjoying such fine produce with your own family.
Are you sure?
Thank you for your support, but it is not just Olympias that must prosper. I seek widespread joy for all.